Brittany Renner, divorced from Kevin Gates. Um, Took about 2 months. Let me go ahead and present to you guys what she said and in her own words.
Very, very, very. Is he still? Are you guys? Is he going? Did you release his semen retention?
Okay, first of all, you asked like 3 questions.
Okay, well,
slow
first things first. He was doing semen retention last time I saw him. Has the retention been lifted?
Okay, well, that's a question you would have to ask him.
Okay.
But we got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
So you're divorced.
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to like entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and things changing. Right. Honestly, it's like I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and pouring into myself. And what I also will add is that I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say in this world. And I have no shame in that. That's why I'm here. BET Awards. As you can see, I'm out here on this blacktop by myself.
Yeah, I feel like you've always been, I think anybody who ever speaks with you or listens to your long form conversations will have, I feel like you have your misconceptions because obviously you're in tabloids, you're on fucking Basketball Wives, you're on online.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough. So, anyways, she's divorced from Kevin Gates after 2 months. What do y'all make of this? Anybody?
She's an Islamic slut.
She's an Islamic slut.
Yes.
I'm regular slut.
I'm gonna give her some leeway, bro. You know what?
What?
I'm gonna give her some leeway. No, for real. She tried, bro. She tried.
What?
Tried. What did she try?
She tried love, bro.
To marry another rich nigga?
Hey, call it what you want to, bro. She tried. Like she could have gave up, bro.
Is he not already married?
He could take more than one wife. She tried, bro. Like, listen,
How do you know she tried?
She was married.
So getting the married is trying.
Yes.
Okay.
She tried to be a wholesome woman, bro. We can't blame her for her being the hoe who she really is, bro. She recognized the flaws in her ways, tried to convert to Islam, get a husband. It didn't work. Not everybody's a housewife. Let's just accept Brittany for who she is.
And doesn't the man have to file for divorce in Islam? Like what could she have done in 52 days or whatever?
She tried. That's all she did was try it. What more does listen? Okay, so on the flip side of the game, a lot of men get called horrible men for trying to be a good man. It's a lot of men out here right now who are fighting demons, trying to stay faithful to his girl, and it's not gonna work. But he's trying for her. He's trying for love. So why kick her while she down? Because she tried. She just a hoe. But y'all won't accept her for her wholeness. Y'all the problem, not her.
Crossing the line.
I'm not. If you just accept her for the hoe she is, this won't be a topic.
What are you talking
I think
about?
2K is an undercover feminist.
I'm not being a feminist. I feel like this if it was a dude. I know it's a million dudes out here right now trying his hardest to be faithful to one woman, knowing he can't. But he trying.
2K throwing shit at the wall.
I'm not, bro. This real spill.
No, it's not, man. This shit is a play.
Do we really think it's a real marriage? Do we think it's a industry?
They only know.
I think they just want it to be relevant because it doesn't make sense.
We don't know what's going on. What I do know is why was the motherfucker in the interview asking those weird ass questions?
What's
Like,
weird?
what the fuck? Man,
Well, she's
why
a
are you worried about?
304.
Why are you worried about if Kevin Gates is having sex or not? Like, that's some weird ass shit.
That's not a weird question.
It's a
public.
weird question, but Kevin does talk about it like in every one of his interviews.
Yeah,
So
that's
it is weird. I agree with you, but he talks
Nah,
about it so much that I can see where somebody would feel welcome asking it. Seemed kind of silly to ask, but
yeah. The nigga
he
say he
talks
don't
about it
get
a lot.
tired.
nah. So the thing is though, the way he went about it, he asked it. She didn't respond. He asks again in a different way. Nah, that shit was weird as fuck. That shit was weird.
I
I
don't
don't.
think he really knew what to be asking her, because later on in the interview, when he was saying, like, he was trying to say how she came to be known, and it was almost like he wanted to say because
You was
you
a hoe.
done right, but he
But
said
oh
it.
yeah, I did see that part. He played around that.
Yeah, he
He
tried,
didn't
right.
say it
So
though.
It's
yeah,
hard to disrespect a woman in the Islam outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Man, you gotta treat her like everybody
got a
else.
dress and a hood on her head, dog. You want to show her
Why was he
respect.
dancing around questions in the interview? Like, it's that the dude's a horrible interviewer, man. Like, being honest,
Nah,
he's
hell
terrible.
no.
No,
Yeah,
that's
he's
a
terrible.
fact. He was a horrible interviewer.
He's terrible, man.
He
He's
got some
terrible.
classes, bro.
well, while I don't
Okay,
really
well,
understand
that
why
wasn't
she
one.
was, I don't really understand why she was at the
Yeah, the
the
BET
BET
award.
award. I mean, I don't know. Was VH1 connected? I don't know. But so that was random. But I kind of agree with 2K. I also don't think, how do we know? We don't know why they got divorced. So we don't know that it's because she's just a hoe and it just didn't last. It could have been that Kevin was on some other stuff, that the way he presented himself to her, she found out that that wasn't really what it was. And I mean, I can't say that her walk in Islam, or however, like, I can't say that that's fake. I don't know. I don't some I've saw some people's comments who said that she's not a real Muslim, and this is all for show. But I mean, how would one determine that without really knowing the person, or being, what I'm saying? Like, she's changed how she looks when she's talking. She clearly studies it to some degree. So I don't know. I mean, I think everybody deserves some level of grace.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you about all that, except she doesn't even know how to pronounce Islam right.
She from Mississippi.
Islam. Like,
she from Mississippi, bro.
Well, I don't know if that's how you judge if somebody is a real Muslim or not. So I certainly wouldn't.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you were really walking that walk, what you're supposed to be representing, you would know how to say it properly.
No, a lot of people say Hawaii when it's not. That's not how you say it. It's Hawaii. It's Hawaii.
I thought it's Hawaii.
Yeah, because there's no W.
The W makes the V sound. V sound.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
so I'm not a representative of that. So
what I'm saying, you might be pronouncing it wrong. Not us.
So
not
her.
So
okay. So me not pronouncing Hawaii, yeah, you might be correct about that. But we're talking about somebody who's supposed to be practicing a spiritual walk.
Well, she's new. She's also a babe, but she's also like, she's new in her walk and in her journey. And I don't know. I just think that that's kind of surface level to judge her off of that, especially considering all the other things that, like, if you listen to her, she does talk like she is pursuing this, even if she's pronouncing a word wrong. So, I mean, maybe she just knew what she knows right now, but it does. I doubt she does. And she even said it. She said, "I get it. A lot of people, I know how they know me." She said, "Guys are, they used to jerk off to my booty pictures and all of that stuff. Like, I know what y'all think of me, but at the end of the day, this is my walk. This is where I am." And
She from the
Well-
same education system I'm from. If she can't say a couple words, it's okay.
Well, and here's the other thing. If you don't believe in God and you don't believe in, I guess, certain religions, because I can't speak on all of them, then it might be hard for you to believe that somebody who once was one way can now be a different way. So I get it. Some people might be like, man, she's always a hoe. That's it. That's the extent of her existence, is she's a hoe. God can't save her. Nothing can change. She's a hoe. She doesn't deserve to be married. She doesn't deserve this, doesn't deserve that. But if you're a person of faith, you can't have that perspective because God has saved some of the dirtiest people.
God walked around with a hoe. Jesus walked around with a hoe. That bitch used to travel with Jesus. I know he probably snuck in there one night, but she used to travel with Jesus. Like Anton, that's your dude. Am I lying? A hoe was a part of the entourage.
I don't even talk spirituality with 2K no more.
We not talking
I'm gonna follow
spirituality. We
you,
talking
Anton.
facts.
I'm not gonna talk with him either.
We talking facts. Did a hoe not travel with Jesus? Yes or no?
Stop.
These are facts.
Stop. It's not.
Honestly, whoever said that in chat, it's really not a matter of if I believe her or not. It's because I don't know. I can't place that level of judgment. That's my point. Like I can't be up here saying it's this way or it's that way. So
hold on, wait, time out, because y'all got me fucked up. Jesus did not. I think the chick was Mary. Not his mama. She was a hoe too. Macaroni, whatever her name.
It's
Mary Magdalene.
Ammunition.
She was a hoe. She used to be with Jesus and them, nigga. They used to run in the same clique. Ain't telling them I'm lying.
I'm not talking spirituality with you.
This is not spiritual. Am I lying or not?
I'm not even gonna do it. I've learned my lesson.
Bro, y'all can't admit Jesus. I ain't saying he was smashing her. He probably did, but I ain't saying he was.
That's crazy.
So hold on. So wait, y'all.
Nobody trying to get struck down with you.
Listen, bro.
Facts. Just in case, nigga, I ain't saying shit.
Right.
Bro, I'm not for to talk about the Bible. I'm just trying to clarify what I'm saying. It's facts. Or is it not? Was Jesus not around Mary for a lot of his time? Yes or no?
No.
Now God say y'all supposed to don't be shaming him, but when you get to his gates, he gonna be shaming you. I need some answers. I need some answers.
It's crazy.
I think that a lot of times you adapt to your situation. So in the event that he was traveling with a looser woman, her morals probably got better traveling with Jesus.
Kim, I agree. But I'm saying let's not judge me or judge her because of come on now.
Man, listen, bro.
Proverbs 26:4 says, "Do not answer a fool according to his foolishness, or you will also be like him."
I'm a fool.
I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better, Carrie. When Jesus was tempted, on different ways, whether he was fasting or whether he was taken to the top of the mountaintop, and he said, "Listen, if you Jesus and do this, or if you can call a legion of angels, or so on and so forth." And he said, "Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God." So you don't have to prove it to anybody. Especially to a person that already knows what the answer is that they're looking for. The only thing that you have to do is stay focused and don't feel the need to have to prove it, because God is to be revealed. He does not necessarily have to be proven.
And y'all don't see the problem in this? Instead of answering my questions, you would rather call me a fool for asking for an answer.
She didn't call you nothing. She
was first class delusion.
He just kept saying it is written, right? Then he said that like
I'll just ask you a question. Was it yes or no? How am I a fool for testing your faith? You see how this goes? This shit is a cult, dog. This shit is a code.
Why's no one answering him?
This shit ain't nothing but a book club
I don't
with
know what the
one book.
question is.
What's it, a book club?
He crashing out.
Oh, it's a one book club.
We supposed to be talking about Brittany Renner, and you crashing
It was. It was prevalent. When I asked the question, it was prevalent. Y'all derailed it.
It was relevant.
Prevalent.
Okay.
That's not the right word.
See, here y'all go with the games again. When I'm on y'all ass, y'all want to key in on little words. Oh, now you put the E before the I. See, answer the question. See, when I'm busting y'all ass down with this dumbass education I got, y'all the one looking stupid, not me. God damn.
And that's how you end that?
I agree with 2K though. She should be able to reform her life. A lot of people's grannies reform their life, and people know their grannies being super wholesome. But back in the day, she was getting trains and all type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, y'all crazy. No,
And
y'all
some of y'all
love,
y'all worship the ground your grannies walk on. So I think she deserves a little bit of, I don't know. I don't take her relationship seriously, but this is what she wants to experience for herself. At least she's covered up and being modest.
I like what she's trying to do, man. She trying, bro. She trying.
No, she not.
Why you think she not, Anton?
Because I think that this is all content.
She ain't been benefiting from it.
How
I'm
is
sure she was saying when she was with Kevin
them
Gates.
doing this creates more visibility for themselves. It creates more clout. And I always say, you got to judge a fruit, or you got to judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. And so, if it wasn't for clout, if it wasn't for visibility, then they wouldn't have been promoting it. It would have just been something that they was doing on their own. It wouldn't have had to been for the blogs and all of this stuff. But I think it's all for clout. I think this is nothing but content. And I have to say that not because I don't believe that people can be saved regardless of what their background is. I have to say that because that's what they did. They promoted it. They pulled up on DDD Streamathon. He was talking shit, and then Al brought LeBron, and he made it a point to go to the Lakers game. I think they already knew that they was going to the Lakers game so they could create visibility, and she was right there and all of that stuff. I'm not going for it, bro.
So as a Muslim,
you can't be married for less than 2 months and tell me that you was really, really serious about this shit. I'm not even sure that, and again, I don't know the ins and out of Islam and none of that stuff. I didn't even know that you could do that. I didn't know that you was able to get married and break up like that.
She got to wait 90 days.
I don't know, but I just don't take it serious. I think that people, listen, when you get serious about marriage, you're serious about marriage. That's not something that people take lightly, or it's not something that you're supposed to take lightly. And so, I don't believe it. I'm not going for it. I think it's all a play. What is she doing at the fucking BET Awards?
She can go there, Anton.
Why?
What's wrong with how many? Why can't she?
Okay.
Anton, I'm gonna say she wasn't serious about it because it would take the man to initiate the divorce. So maybe he wasn't.
No. I think they both playing.
I
don't think that they not working together. I think they both playing.
I really think that it was probably Kevin. Cause Kevin's such a bullshit ass nigga, bro. That I think because if you ask me, she probably in love with the nigga for real.
I think they both playing, bro.
I think she was.
I believe that. I believe she was.
I think she
wanted to be married.
And I ain't never trying to give a female no leeway, but I mean, like I feel like she really tried, bro. Can we just let her be the hoe she need to be?
Try? Come on, fam.